Hey, fourth grade, Mr. Sweet coming at you again with another Screencastify video. This is going to be Math Find Unknown Measures 13.4. So these are some of the problems we'll find out of our Go Math book. And remember our previous lessons in Unit 13, we've learned about how to find perimeter. We've also learned how to find area of rectangles and area of irregular shapes. So now we're going to go ahead and learn how, and the essential question goes along with this, how can you find an unknown measure of a rectangle given its area and perimeter? So why is this different for today's lesson? Well, when it comes to our polygons or rectangles, they're already going to give you the area or the perimeter. So you're going to be asked to find the unknown measure or side of a rectangle. Okay, so you may have to find the base, the height, the length, the width. So you're going to get the area or perimeter in one side, but not both. And I'm going to show you how to do this with our two example problems. So let's start with example problem number 1. So I'm going to read problem number 1. Becky is painting a mural that is in the shape of a rectangle. The mural covers an area of 54 square feet. The base is 9 feet. What is the height? Okay. So for example, problem number 1, we know in this case, and if we do our cubes acronym, so we could do cubes over here. We can circle in any information we know. We know the mural is 54 square feet. So the actual area is 54 square feet. And we also know the base or the length is 9 feet. Okay, so that's the information we know. The area is 54 square feet and 9 feet. And we're going to go ahead and do our next part of cubes, underline the question. The question's asking us, what is the height? So our height is going to be this edge over here. What is the height? And again, we can box any action words. I don't see any action words, and we're going to evaluate and solve the problem. Okay. So label the measures that we know. So I know that this mural, the surface area, is 54 square feet. So I'm going to put 54 here, 54 square feet. Okay. I know the base or the length at the bottom is 9 feet because it tells me the base is 9 feet. So the question is, what is the height? So I have to find the height over here. Okay. So again, let's look at our formulas. We know area equals base times height or length times width. Okay. So we're going to plug in the total area. If we know the area of this mural is 54 square feet, I'm just going to, for A, I'm just going to plug in 54 equals, and then I know my length over here is 9. So I'm going to plug in 9 for my length times something. So again, this over here, this unknown is going to be for my height, this measurement over here. So you got to think, 54, you got to think, what times 9 equals 54? You guys know what times 9 equals 54? All right. You said 6, you're correct. So 9 times 6 equals 54. Okay. So the value of our height is 6 feet. 6 feet. So basically, I just found my unknown height of 6 feet. So go ahead and pause the video and rewind to review any formulas or any questions you have. I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. We're going to go ahead and look at example problem number 2. So example problem 1 was finding the area. Now we're going to move on to perimeter, or the outer edge. I'm going to go ahead and read the problem. Gary is building an outdoor pen in the shape of a rectangle for his dog. He will use 24 meters of fencing. The pen will be 3 meters wide. How long will the pen be? All right, again, doing our cubes, get some information. We know, circle what we know. So we know the fencing to build the outside of the whole pen is going to be 24 meters. And we also know the pen's going to be 3 meters wide. Okay. We're also going to underline the question, how long will the pen be? And again, we're only going to answer one question for this. So one question, that's all we have to answer. Or we can box any action words. I don't see any. And then we're going to evaluate and solve. Okay. So let's label the measures that we know. Okay. So I know the perimeter, and I'll scooch down a little bit. The perimeter is 24. The perimeter is 24 meters. Sometimes my pen gets lost. Let's find him. So my perimeter is 24. Oh, there we go. 24 meters. So what this P stands for is perimeter. That's just saying my entire outer edge of this rectangle is 24 meters. And it's also telling me, so 24 meters, and it's also telling me the pen is 3 meters wide. So I'm going to go ahead and label 3 meters wide over here. Okay. And now I'm being asked to find how long will the pen be. So the length down here. So let's fill in some information. So we know perimeter is 2 times the length. So the length is the top and the bottom. And then plus 2 times the width. 2 times the width. And the width is the side edges over here. Okay. So I'm going to go and fill my information for P. The perimeter is 24. Okay. Equals 2 times the length. And we still don't know what this L is yet. We're still trying to find that. Plus 2 times the width. And the width we already know is 3. So I'm going to bring the 3 over here. So I know that is my width. Now I'm going to keep working the problem down. So 24 equals 2 times the length plus 2 times 3 is 6. And then keep going. 24 equals something plus 6. So now this is where you got to think. What plus 6 equals 24? Okay. What plus 6 equals 24? So one way to do it is you could do 6 plus y equals 24, or you can do 24 minus 6, and we get 18. Okay. Now, what's interesting is we know the total, and if I look for my length, the total for both the top and the bottom, this edge right here and this edge right here, we know is 18. But since there are 2 edges, I got to figure out, if I take 18, I got to figure out, well, what times 2 equals 18? So I'm going back to this part here. So I know 2 times 9 equals 18, all right? So 2 times 9 equals 18. So we know our length is 9. So our length is 9, okay? So how long will our pen be? 9 meters. Okay. I do want to show you another way. This is GoMath's way. I like to do it a different way. So again, it's your choice. I'm just giving you options. So if you look at this option over here, I have the total perimeter of 24. I have the width of 3. Okay, so width of 3. So I know in a rectangle, if this side is a 3, then this side is the equal side of 3 as well. Okay, so I'm going to take 24 plus, and then I'm going to take the 3 plus 3, which is 6. I'm going to subtract 24 from 6. I get 18. So, and then I get 18 meters. Now, I know if I was to take what's left over, this edge and this edge total is 18, but since I have to divide it by two edges, I just will divide that by 2 meters, which equals 9 meters. So now your length is 9 meters. Okay. So go ahead and pause the video, review example 1 and 2 if you need to. I'll see you shortly. Welcome back. So we're going to go to our questions now, and question 1 is asking us to find the unknown width of the rectangle. Okay, so use what you know, information you know from example 1 and 2, and use information for this problem. Again, we know for this one, the perimeter is 44 inches. So if we know the perimeter is 44 inches, we want you guys to find the width. So we want you to find the width over here. What is the value of the width? Okay, go ahead and pause the video. Before you do that, make sure you guys are going on It's Learning for question number 1. For question 1, answer question 1, which is find the unknown rectangle, and go ahead and pause the video now and select your answer. There you go. Yeah. All right. Welcome back. On question number 2, so question 2 is asking us to find the unknown length of the rectangle. Again, use the information you know. The total area is 90, so if the total area is 90, it's asking you to find the base or the bottom part over here. So it's asking you to find the base. So again, the total area is 90. Let's get my pen working again. So the area is 90 square meters, and it's asking you to find the length or the base. And you already know it gives you the measurement of 5 over here. So go ahead and answer your question on It's Learning. Okay. And it's find the unknown length of the rectangle. So this is the question you want to answer. Find the length on a rectangle. Go ahead and pause the video now. Pause the video. Welcome back. Last question of the day. I'm going to give you a word problem. Question 3. A square has an area of 49 inches. What is the perimeter of the square? You're like, well, Mr. Sweet, I don't have everything I need. Well, this is a higher DOK question. We're going to make you think a little bit. So just do the information you know. So you know if there is the total area of 49 feet. See if I can get my pen to work. So if you know it's a total area of 49 feet, okay, that's your surface area there, 49 inches. I'm sorry, inches squared. So again, it's, you know, the area is 49 square inches, and the question's asking you what is the perimeter. So you're going to have to use a couple formulas. You're going to have to use the area, what times what, to get this, and then you're going to have to find the perimeter. Okay. So go ahead and pause the video, and this is our last question of the day. And I want to say thanks for stopping by, and I will talk to you guys soon.